Hey guys, what's up? We just shot a nice, lovely, long video and realized that we didn't talk about one of the things we were supposed to talk about in this video, which is that we have stickers in our store again.
That's right.
And I'm going to let you tell about it because you are the boss that handles all of that stuff. And I just shoot the videos and get excited about the garden.
We did pause for a while. We took a little bit of time off and just kind of let some things settle. But we decided to come back to it. And the reason why is because after going through these events and having people out at our farm and seeing that pretty much everybody that came had water bottles and stuff with stickers on it.
Brought people a lot of joy.
And stories and inspiration. I was like, man, that kind of was just like, hey, this is important.
Yeah.
And so we decided to come back. And what we're doing to get back into the sticker shop is we did themed sticker packs. So we went back through all the artists that we've had featured at the sticker shop and came up with like themed packs. So there's like a tomato pack, a sunflower pack, inspirational, regular flowers, things like that. And the big thing I think that we decided to do is because, you know, we all know that things in our economy right now are all over the place. We decided to cut our sticker prices because of that. Because for us, getting them out there to inspire people, start conversations, and bring people joy was important. Yeah.
And, you know, when the price of everything is going up, obviously this is a luxury item. So, yeah, we just wanted to put it more in reach. And we are starting with these sticker packs, and also they're available individually.
They are available individually. That's also true.
I mean, sticker packs are always cheaper, you say, whenever you buy those. But if there were, we get asked, we brought back a lot of the stickers that people regularly email us. Hey, do you have one of these? You know, this is really special to me.
Well, we didn't bring back the Mine's My Homeboy sticker.
Yeah, no. Why'd you?
I forgot to order it.
Yeah, I bet you did. We're going to have to bring that
If you really
back.
want one, you can just message us, I'm sure, because Jessica has a few hundred stashed
No,
somewhere.
I do not. I do have a little stash of them that I put on everything and drive Jeremiah crazy. Anyway, the stickers are in the shop. The link is down below. Thank you guys so much. As always, you're awesome. And you help us do what we do.
Thank you.
All right, let's watch the vlog. Hey, my little cuties. Kitty girl. Hey, bear. It's our first maypop flower, or passion vine. And it's already started to shrivel up, so I guess these don't last very long. Maybe it was just the heat today. But the vine is covered. That is truly something that photos just don't do it justice. I've seen photos of them many times, and I've always been like, oh yeah, that's pretty. But like seeing it in person, it's very, very cool. What's up, Maya? So I know what you're doing. Do you want to tell everybody else what you're doing?
You asked me to get you some drone shots, so I'm going to get some drone shots for you.
Nice.
Nice.
Maya has a drone, and now he's using his drone. Pretty exciting. This week in South Carolina, we are under a heat advisory. It is exceeding 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius every day this week. It's extremely humid, and it's just really hot. And that is the usual here. It's just as hot in Arkansas this week. And I actually had a lot of people message me when I mentioned it and say that it is very hot all over the country. If you are growing a garden, I thought that this was something that everybody did when I first started. And then in talking to people, I realized a lot of people did not do this. So, PSA. Drink lots of water while you're gardening. My kids were commenting. They're like, Mom, you have a cup of water in your hand all day. I fill up a bottle of water before I get in the car to go anywhere. I am drinking water all day long. Hydrate your body. You have to take care of your body, especially if you're going to be outside working in the garden. You should hydrate anyway. But if you have garden chores to do, morning and evening, even if it's at dawn and there's just not very much light, get out there and start early and wrap it up early. You know, so that you're not out gardening in the heat of the afternoon. Seriously, heat stroke will take days out of your life. It is so not good to do that to yourself. And this is one of those cases to like work smarter, not harder. garden early, garden in the evening. I like to work in the evenings because I'm usually here, you know, by myself. There's not a lot of people here, and so that's when I usually do my gardening. It's 7 o'clock right now, and it's still 90 degrees, 32 Celsius. So yeah, it's still very warm. Oh no, the killdeers are all trying to attack your drone.
I'll win. Got some mini missiles on it, little Hellfires. This is about to be Top Gun 3.
No.
You can call me Goose. It's okay.
Look at Jamie. He's like, this is a bird I have not encountered before. Jamie. So these chickens and geese have like barely come out all day. They just stay in the shade. And then in the evening, when it's cooling off some, they're getting some grass time. So Maya had to land the drone and go in and sign into his account because it was restricting his height. But he's going to meet me out here and we're going to get some shots of the garden to do some planting. I'm going to hop in the tool trailer real quick and get measuring tape. I think 100 foot will probably suffice. So our current goal of the moment is to make a plan for the raised bed potager garden that's going to be on either side of the window greenhouse. So I asked Maya to get me a drone shot of this space, and we're going to take some measurements so I can accurately lay out what I want to do here with beds. And my plan is whatever I do on this side, it'll be a little different because the curve of the driveway, there's more space on this side. But the main layout of the beds, I want to do a mirror image of over here. But that won't be until these potatoes are done, which is fine. I don't need all that space right now. We'll do this part later. So the killdeer birds out in the garden are launching a full-fledged high alert. They're swooping around the drone. So this is going to be a little loud. Bless them. It's been a rough go for them sharing this space with us. We protected the nest. The little baby killdeer took off out of the nest. I know there are other nests out in the field. And if we find any of them, we'll mark them with a flag and mow around them. Like, try to coexist with the killdeer. But they're doing their very best to get us to leave. Actually, let's just walk down here. Look at those sunflowers. I watered them really well yesterday, and today was warm, and they just feel like they're growing inches a day. These are my sunflower Steve babies. So this garden is doing great. It looks really good. I'm really thankful I put these peppers out here because they look really healthy, and because of what's going on in the high tunnels, these are the only pepper plants I have that look really healthy. Can we just pause and enjoy the beauty of this right now? Even the backdrop sound of angry birds screaming at the drone can't wreck this loveliness. Are those birds yelling at you? Are those mean old birds yelling at you? I'm going to turn this sprinkler. It was watering the trees behind the greenhouse a little bit. And water the soil. Because I'm going to come out here early in the morning and plant that, I think. So if you prepare garden space, like if you build beds like we have here, and you don't get around to planting it, do not forsake watering that soil, even if you don't have anything planted in it yet, because it's still a living ecosystem that you want to be thriving, because healthy soil grows healthy plants. And it's easy to think, oh, I've got that ready, and oh, I'm really busy, and 2 weeks has passed and I haven't been able to plant it. So you think, I don't need to water it because there's nothing in there to die. And I would say, au contraire, there's nothing you can see that can die. But if it gets really dried out, you'll end up with hydrophobic soil. And you'll plant your plants, try to water them, and it won't hold. Don't forget to water. Even empty soil if you're wanting to grow a garden there. Did about 10 minutes of watering there. It wasn't terribly dry. just to get it damp, and I'll plant it in the morning and rewater. And then I move this over here to water the asparagus in that end of the cottage garden because it didn't get it this morning. I think Jeremiah was getting some drone shots of the horses. I heard him take off running. So I've got a couple ideas here that I can't decide on, and that's why I'm asking for the aerial view. I'm gonna take some still shots from the aerial view, just screenshot them and get them printed out kind of big, and then put the measurements on there, and then really kind of figure out what kind of space I'm dealing with. I have a really hard time conceptualizing the space here in this garden because it's in the middle of this field. And when I've got just these big vast spaces all the way around me, this doesn't feel very big to me. I mean, it feels big, but it's hard for me to really have a scale. Kind of, we've been talking about different patterns. I really want this to look cool from the air. This is my...
It looks pretty cool from the air.
Yeah, you just looked at it.
I'm pleased with my work. Congratulations.
Pleasure doing business with you. I don't know if I want to do this. At first I was like, you can't do that or it'll be too crowded. But then I started thinking it's really about the same size as the old garden on either side, minus about probably 12 feet. I don't know, we'll measure it and see, maybe I'm off. But I was kind of thinking, would it be too much with this focal point to have something like a small seating area in the middle of each mirrored side? Like, I'm thinking maybe like a pergola, or I don't know if I want to do a pavilion because I don't want it to block, but also it might be good to have a pavilion because we have no shade out here, and it might be nice for some plants to have some afternoon shade. And so would it be too much to have two small pavilions? I probably wouldn't do them as large as the one that was in Arkansas. I'd probably do them where you could put like a small round table in the middle. And I thought about maybe you do one pavilion and one pergola.
Get some like shade cloth for like the hot summer and secure it to the top and actually provide like some actual shade.
Like a pergola. You're saying on a pergola.
Yeah, if you did a pergola and then you could just add the shade cloth, you could take it off and not be committed to having that full shade all the time.
Right.
You could just provide like 50% shade to the area and then to the plants around it as the sun goes down. So
my friend Matthew lives in Ohio. His YouTube channel is the Southerners Northern Garden. And he put up, he covered his like whole back patio. His is like really big and nice. I probably would not do something that nice in the middle of the garden because I want it to be kind of a smaller feature. And his, he put like a clear, kind of like what the roof of this thing is, over the top so you can actually sit out there in the rain, but it provides some shade. And it's really, really pretty. Here, I would probably do cedar on the pergolas and let this black be the big, like the main black feature, and do smaller cedar pergolas that'll match the beds. I don't know, I've kind of been tossing that around. I want to get the measurements and see what kind of space I'm actually dealing with. This is where I have to talk myself down because I'm like, Jess, come on, you have so much garden space here. You can give up, you know, a 10 by 10 space in the middle of the garden for a seating area, or two 10 by 10 spaces. Obviously, it's not gonna hurt anything for me to not have that space to plant in. All right, you ready to measure? Okay, so here I'm thinking there needs to be a section right past this that's prepared like that I can plant, so that walkway, and then right on the other side of that another walkway. And so probably what, like 20 inches or so to plant.
You're not going to plant real deep because we're going to build it up some.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm just saying because we've got this water line running through here, so.
Oh no, and we can mark where that is, and I can even just skip over and not plant that.
Like dig a hole for like a tree.
Yeah, no, well no, you could even put like some, let the pathway come out some or something and kind of let you off into where the beds are going to be or something like that. So you can do that. So I'm saying come out maybe like, well, where you are is fine. Like 4 feet, 5 feet for planting space and a walkway. Here, I'll walk that.
We're going that way?
Yeah, all right. Okay, how far are we here?
That's where my hand is.
47 feet. So let's come out 3 more and make it like a even 50. So we'll do 50.
Where is that? Set it on the ground.
It's like a few, it's probably 3 feet past the last row there. Now if you want to stand wherever your drive is going to end for the driveway for the side-by-side, and then I'll take it this way to the fence line. Go down here. Okay.
69 feet, 68-ish, 68.
So 70 by 50. Yeah, and we'll pretty much achieve it the same on the other side. It won't be as wide because the curve here gives a little more room. So the raised beds, let's plan on the raised beds being like 60 by 50. And that I can mirror. And then up here we'll do something in the ground. All right, so I have the actual measurements of this space.
Times 2.
Times 2. It's gonna be about 50 by 60 is gonna be the raised bed. There'll actually be a little bit more space that's actually in this fence, but I'll do up here where the curve adds some more space. I'll probably do more of a cottagey space like that. Okay, I've got that. That's a good place to be. I think I can decide what to do. So much pressure.
It's not that much
This
pressure.
is not the last glorious garden I'll build.
No.
But it's my, like, garden.
That's true.
And I might build another garden, but, like, am I ever going to have this blank of a slate here on this farm to build
Not on this farm.
to build a potager garden like this?
No.
That's pressure. That's a weighty decision.
I've only got one more epic garden build in me. But this is it. I'm giving all my
You're tapping out now, Sourd? You're only 37.
I know, I gotta pass the torch. I'm like that guy. I'm like the guy that goes out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a good picture of the greenhouse centered, and it goes to the trailer and then to the end.
More or less, it's the end of the potato beds because essentially we did those 2 tarps over winter last year, and that's what's making these.
50, so.
Yeah. So it's 60 feet wide and 100 feet of total length in the raised bed garden, and then of course the greenhouse with the cottage garden in between those 2 pieces. So there's a lot of space. I definitely feel good about adding a couple of seating areas on either side, and maybe one. I mean, I think even 2 different tables and chairs would be good. 2, is that silly? I mean, I know I only got 1 butt to sit on, but
You also like variety.
I don't know. Maybe
As
one.
long as the tables and chairs doesn't turn into the handmade mug collection.
Oh, come on.
We got 50 different places you can sit. Take your pick.
Well, one, we could do a table and chair so we can have coffee and do like morning reading and stuff and journaling. And then the other, we could have like a rocking chair or a swing.
I like the swing idea.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like a deep swing that's comfortable.
Yeah, that would be so good. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking on these, like the pergola idea.
So, and the high tunnels look really good too.
Yeah.
From there.
It looks good from the ground too. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Now, back to the drawing board. Literally. Literally.
Going to draw.
Yeah, I'm going to draw. We bless you guys. Till next time.